Hello and welcome everyone. This video is a presentation or a demo of my Capstone project for the 5-day AI agents course by Google and Kaggle. So what I've created in the Capstone project, I've built a content Alchemist, a sequential multi-agent system that autonomously converts YouTube videos into a complete publishing suite. The system follows a hub and spoke sequential pipeline designed for stability and adherence to API rate limits. So what this content Alchemist does is that it basically turns YouTube URLs into content which is suitable for blog posts, newsletters, and social media platforms like LinkedIn and X. Without further ado, let's jump into the code base and take a look at what the project actually does. So what exactly is my problem statement for this project? I've chosen a problem statement that I felt a bit relative to me, being a part-time content creator. The market lacks a unified content orchestrator which actually understands the context of the video deeply and transmute it into something of native formats for text-based platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter. So why have I chosen agents for this project? Basically, the traditional automation scripts or basic LLM wrappers fail at this task because they lack contextual awareness and adaptability. The project is basically built on three main features, which are multimodality, tone adaptation, and tool use. What multimodality actually means in this project is a video isn't just a transcript, right? It's a visual data. So agents are required to see the slides, charts, and expressions using the computer vision tools alongside the audio as well. Tone adaptation is used in this project as agents can be instructed with style DNA to mimic specific personas, example a viral hype versus executive, formal, or professional tone, making dynamic decisions on vocabulary and structure. Tool use, the third feature. The solution requires interacting with the physical system, like downloading media, extracting frames, which necessitates an agentic architecture capable of tool execution. Let's talk a little about the architecture of this project. The system follows a hub and spoke sequential pipeline like I told you earlier. So it has main four components in its architecture. First one is ingestion agent, a specialized agent equipped with custom Python tools, YTDLP, which is used for downloading YouTube videos, and OpenCV, which is used in this project as the video which are getting downloaded through the YouTube URL will be analyzed by computer vision library of OpenCV. And the physical downloads of this video will be extracted as visual keyframes at equidistant intervals. The second component is analysis agent. This agent ingests the multimodal data, video file plus extracted frames into the Gemini 2.0 Flash. This is written incorrectly. I have chosen Gemini 2.0 Flash. Into the context window, it synthesizes this heavy data into a lightweight master content brief. So the video which is getting downloaded is summarized into a JSON style format. That's why it is written here as master content brief. So it creates a brief metadata in the format of a JSON file of the YouTube video, serving it as the single source of truths. The third component here is worker agents, which will be persona based. A specialized agents series executing tasks based on the master brief and user defined style DNA. So what worker agents basically does is it uses a series of specialized agents which executes tasks on the brief which was created earlier, the master JSON brief, and given a basic style persona which the user can choose, these agents, this series of agents basically start executing based on the style DNA. For example, if someone is choosing viral/hype tone, the agents will create a summarized blog post, newsletter, and social media posts of the tone which sounds like something is viral and with a lot of emojis. And so the subcomponents of these worker agents are blog agent, social agent, and newsletter agent, which we have already talked about earlier. The final component is asset selector. It's an intelligent logic layer that selects the most relevant extracted screenshot to package as the header image for the content suite. So asset selector is nothing but the What asset selector basically does is it presents the extracted keyframes from the downloaded video as the assets for the blog post or newsletter. Let's take a quick look at the demo and the build of the project. So firstly, taking a look at the demo, the solution is accessed by a paper and ink styled web dashboard. There exists five components in the demo. First is the input. The user pastes a YouTube URL and selects a style DNA, example, an executive style or a viral hook style or a casual tone. Second is the process. The backend triggers the media ingestion tool, downloading the video and extracting 4 visual frames from the video, which will be served later as the assets. Third is the analysis part. The system identifies the core thesis and visual context. Example, the speaker is pointing to graph about regression and other key details. And fourth component is the output. The UI populates 3 distinct tabs: blog post, a fully formatted article, social strategy, platform native drafts for LinkedIn and X. Assets, the selected high quality header image and keyframe gallery. Persistence is the last component of the demo. All generated assets are automatically saved to the local disk in a structured directory format. Let's take a look at the build. The project was engineered with a focus on modularity and robust error handling. Core AI engine. Here I have chosen Google Gemini 2.0 Flash as the model. I have chosen this model for its massive context window, which is essential for video processing and multimodal capabilities. For backend, I have chosen Python and Flask, which are served as the orchestration layer, managing the synchronous execution of agents to ensure stability on local environments. The custom tools that I've chosen here are YTDLP and OpenCV. So I've already talked about this. Talking about the evaluation part of the project, I've implemented an evalharness.py script using the LLM as a judge pattern to grade output consistency against the requested style. Reliability, I've implemented an exponential backoff strategy to gracefully handle 429 quota exceeded errors, ensuring the pipeline pauses and retries rather than crashing under load. So this is my code for the project. This is the main core Alchemist. This file is where the media ingestion tool is located and the entire process of downloading of videos and extracting of keyframes takes place. And this is my file for the user interface. So let's run the core Alchemist. Python app.py. As you can see that imports are successfully done, media ingestion tool is successfully imported, API key is configured successfully, Flask app is now running, and the Alchemist server is also now running. So this is my UI for the content Alchemist. I've copied a link to the YouTube video earlier just for the project demo. Let's paste it here. And I've chosen the neutral professional style DNA. We can choose from these 5 options, anything. Let's transmute content and see if it works. So currently the tool is processing, and let me switch to the Alchemist code base. You can clearly see that the API request has been received. Selected AI model is written as Gemini 2.0 Flash. Ingestion tool is initialized. 4 keyframes have been extracted, and the .mp4, which is our YouTube video, has been sent to Gemini. And the JPG files, which are the screenshots, are also being sent to the Gemini. Let's head back to the UI. It's still processing. Just wait for a few seconds and we'll be, yeah, here it is. So the video that I pasted the URL of is of histograms. So the agent has clearly generated a blog post for me. what histograms are and understanding histograms, a beginner's guide. And below is how to create an histogram using histograms for distribution analysis. Let's take a look at social strategy. Here are the social strategy drafts. This draft is for LinkedIn type of social media platforms because it's a bit brief, bit written in brief about the topic with a lot of paragraphs. And this is a thread for Twitter and X, Twitter and other similar type of social media platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A total of 10 threads have been generated by the agent. Let's look at the assets in brief. So these are the visual assets, the 4 keyframes which have been generated by the agent, which can further be used as the visual assets for this for the content. Here is a briefing document, the summary of the video, and these screenshots, remember, are also getting saved in the project directory in the output section in the assets part. We can see them somewhere here. So let's leave that. There are a lot of, I've run this project a lot of times, so these are just samples generated by the earlier iterations. Yeah, so this is my agent. Hope you liked it. Thank you so much for staying tuned with the project. Thank you so much.